Hello, this is John from MyBrainOnGames.com. It's Sunday, September 11th, 2016, a solemn day for most Americans, and I'm going to play Snake on the Atari 2600. Now, Snake was developed and published by Data Age in 1982, and it's not very well received. Not a lot of people liked it. In fact, I haven't found a person who likes it in the little bit of researching I've done online. I'll go ahead and start it. I am controlling this dot. I'm a guy in the middle of a forest, and I am manning a turret that's on tracks. So I can only go on the outer perimeter of this little protected section. All these red dots represent trees, and then of course there's monsters and other jungle creatures trying to get me, or roaming about the forest outside. The namesake of this game is, of course, that snake that you see. It looks kind of like Centipede, and whenever I shoot it, occasionally it will shrink into smaller segments, but that's all it does. It just roams each open pathway in the forest, and occasionally comes into my territory here, and it's pretty easy for me to avoid it. At the same time, I've got all these other creatures that are roaming about that I can shoot for points. They can come in groups, they can come in groups of 2, 3, and I think individually. Yeah, like those ones right there. But it looks like, whenever I shoot one, all of them die, all of them perish. I only played this game a little bit before recording this Let's Play. Played a little bit last night just to kind of check it out, and like I said, did a little bit of research as well. And I think everyone's main criticism with this game, and it lines up with mine, is just that it's very easy. I mean, the snake goes in the same pattern, and I can very easily avoid it. So now I'm just sitting here racking up points. There is a second game variation, which I'll also pop in. Maybe we'll see if I die. But it just adds a second snake that goes in a different direction, so a little more challenging. I think the two snakes go slower than this single snake, but it's not much different. There's not a multiplayer mode to this game, although you could just trade off, try and get the high score. Actually, maybe there is. Yeah, maybe there is a two-player option. I don't know. That's how little I researched the game. I got this game loose the same time I got Kangaroo a couple weeks back, so I don't have the manual or the box for it. I did look at an HTML scan or an HTML version of the manual over at Atari Age. They did not have a scan of the actual manual. But yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, I can just hold down the fire button and occasionally move around. I mean, I could try and get all these alligators and stuff that's flying by down there, but just stay in a safe spot. And it looks like everything speeds up as I get more and more points. The controls are excuse me. The controls are kind of weird, kind of hard to get used to at first. Whenever I am on the horizontal paths of my little protected area, I can only go left or right. And whenever I'm on the vertical ones, I can only go up and down. So it takes a little bit of use to be able to smoothly go around the whole sides. But let me go ahead and try game 2. Okay, so it may just be single player. I thought maybe the 0 that was over on the top right hand side of the screen was an indicator of the second player score, but it looks like it's just the game mode. So yeah, there's game 1 and game 2. Yeah, so here I've got a snake that's going vertically and I've got a snake that's going horizontally. Now I actually did not give this mode a shot, so I'll be interested to see. Okay, yeah, I can pretty well avoid that one. Yeah, it looks like the snakes slow down whenever I'm kind of in line with them. Just easing the difficulty further. Got that hippo. So it kind of plays like Centipede a little bit. Oh. Seems like a more inventive variant of Centipede. It's not just a direct clone, but at the same time it's rather boring, quite easy. Just kind of endless dullness. Oh. I'm playing as a little lemon. Let's go back. Just two modes, right? Yeah, it looks like every time I select a mode, that top right number just resets to 0. Now let's go for game 2. Let's give this some challenge. If I'm gonna do anything, I may as well make it somewhat challenging. But I think after this session, oh wow, looks like I got lucky. After this session, I'll call it quits, because I mean that's Snake. That's all there is to it. I was trying to think what I'm going to write about this game, but I don't know if I can muster more than a paragraph or two. I think whenever I do a review of it, it'll be quite small, which that'll be fine. It's really all this game merits. Like I said, kind of hard to smoothly transition from one side to the next. Seems like these snakes are much easier. Man, seems like these snakes are easier to reduce, but yeah, I mean that's Snake. That's all there is to it. So with that, I'm going to call it quits for this Let's Play of Snake on the Atari 2600. These were the two Atari 2600 games I recently picked up and wanted to do Let's Plays for. So with this one done, I think I'll resume my Sega Master System playthroughs. I've got a couple of games picked out. I'm not sure which one I will settle on first, but I'm probably going to start that right after ending this recording. So, look forward to that and many more Let's Plays on this channel. This is John from mybrainongames.com. You can check me out there. You can also check me out on Twitter as John Engelman, JohnEngelman. If you connect to me through one of those platforms, I'm sure you'll find me many other places. So, thank you for watching. Do come back. Bye-bye.